Hey everybody, it's Amy. We're not traveling this week, we are training this week. Usually we get a Tuesday and a Thursday 30-minute run followed by a long run on the weekend. So we thought during our training run, you might want to take a look at a flashback to our first in the virtual running shorts Incredibles 5K race series from this summer. You can do them anywhere, but we thought in June, we would take it up to Disney Springs and we would show you the Bourbon Experience there. It's awesome. Have a look at it, and then we'll come back and show you what that race medal looks like. So, I gotta go. Did you not know that we can't call it the Bourbon Trail? Apparently, upon our walking the mileage, we have discovered that we have to call it Discover Bourbon at Disney Springs because the Bourbon Trail is trademarked somewhere else. So
Disney got a phone call.
Disney got a very naughty phone call for someone's lawyers. So let's discover some more bourbon at Disney Springs. Hey everybody, it's Amy from the Run, Eat, Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. We have just checked into the Hilton Bonnet Creek in Orlando, one of our favorite hotels, and we're about to head to Disney Springs on their shuttle to start our virtual running shorts Run Disney Race series. That's a mouthful, but what it is the Incredibles movie is coming out, I think around the 15th of this month, and so all of their virtual running shorts here this summer, a 5K in June, a 5K in July, and a 5K in August, are all Incredibles themed. Different medal for each month, plus a bonus medal for doing all three, because you know Run Disney does it right. And a bonus, why we're doing the race series here, or at least starting it off here, is because at Disney Springs, there's a bourbon trail. You know us and bourbon. It's a bourbon trail. A bunch of restaurants will be featuring some tasty bourbon cocktails and some delicious food pairings to go with those cocktails. So why not do our very first trail run celebrating one of our favorite bourbon right here at Disney and the Bonnet Creek. I'm having some Buffalo Trace, and my lovely cameraman is having some Knob Creek to start us off right. So cheers to our very first trail run. Yum. Hey, we got it. The sun's getting really low. It's our first stop on the Bourbon Trail, and we're here at Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. And if that name sounds familiar, you would be correct. He's been on Food Network, the Travel Channel. He's worked hard to raise awareness about his hometown and some great and worthy causes. But we're here because we're obsessed with Southern cooking, and he's got some amazing dishes we've got to try. My mouth is watering. So much so, I'm not even sure I can describe this. These are the famous thigh-high chicken biscuits, and they are chicken thighs. And chicken thighs are awesome because they are dark meat, which tends to be more juicy, more tender, more flavorful, more fatty, which we're totally into. They're fried. They have pickles and a hot honey on them with homemade cheddar biscuits. Oh my God. I don't Okay, the pickle is on the biscuit, so I don't need to pick up extras, but let's take this out so I don't injure myself. Oh my God. Look at the tender, juicy chicken. And the breading is sweet from the hot honey, but it's also still crispy. And the biscuit has a cheddar flavor. It's soft, warm, melt in your mouth goodness. If you are a Southerner, like I am a Southern girl at heart from Virginia, you must have this when you come to Disney Springs. Oh, Art Smith, you're the one. We've got a little taste of Kentucky right here in his restaurant. We have the Basil Hayden's Mint Julep, which has got Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon and simple syrup and sprigs of fresh mint. So it's got just a couple of ingredients, a little bit of fresh mint.
It's a classic though.
It's a classic. I feel like I should be in Kentucky at the Kentucky Derby, sipping on this with a hat, one of those dresses, about to watch some horse races. It's delicious and refreshing. And the whiskey flavor just comes right through. The simple syrup offers some sweetness, and then the mint provides that little punch of freshness. That fresh. Art Smith, if you're not an Iron Chef, I don't know why. Because the meal we had in there was amazing. We stopped at Art Smith's. That's our first stop on the Bourbon Trail, about, I don't know, a tenth of a mile in or so.
2/10 of a mile.
Okay, 2/10 of a mile. Yes, okay. We need to get some miles on before our next stop in our virtual race series. So let's go get some miles on.
Getting some stair work in.
Yeah. We're going slow. So the Mile 1 update, we are walking our way through Disney Springs, and there are some really cool places here. Like, if you haven't ever stopped at the Void is a virtual reality experience that is Star Wars, and you get to be a stormtrooper.
Well,
disguised
you're
as
Rebel
a stormtrooper.
Alliance fighter.
Oh my God. My cameraman is like, you know, a Star Wars devotee. So he's obsessed with the Star Wars.
Accuracy is important.
Accuracy is important. So you are disguised as a stormtrooper. You have a vest on, you get a gun, not a real gun, and your mission is to further the resistance, right? The rebellion. I've had bourbon, okay? We're walking, but I've had bourbon. So it's a really awesome experience because it takes some getting used to that helmet that you wear, but it's like you're a stormtrooper. When you reach out, you can touch R2-D2, you can touch all the elements of your reality. When you get shot, you feel it. It's not really bad. I was really scared the first time, but it's not. You're fine. You're fine. It is great to be immersed in the world of Star Wars if you are a Star Wars fan like we are. So the Void we've passed by, and we've passed by some really great restaurants, some really great shops. There's pin traders, there's the Star Wars store. Legoland. I mean, there's something here for everyone. And we're going to continue to get some mileage on so that we can have our next stop on the Bourbon Experience at Disney Springs.
Not the Bourbon Trail.
Not the Bourbon Trail, because that's bad. We can't call it the Bourbon Trail because that's like copyrighted or something. But the Bourbon Experience continues. here we are. We're approaching the 1.5 mile mark, and as we make our way through Disney Springs, there are some really cool shops.
This is like the mall section right
This is like the
now.
mall section. Like there's a Columbia, there's everything but water, the Blitzer,
Tommy Bahama. High-end retail.
High-end retail that we're walking through right now. Really, we're making the distance. I think like a Coca-Cola place is right up ahead, and there's some construction here because they're redoing Tuck. So we're just getting some mileage in this area, seeing what they've done to Disney Springs before we decide where we're headed for our next Discover Bourbon at Disney Springs experience. Breaking on the run. So here we are. We have met our goal, 3.11 miles, our June 5K, the incredible race series, the virtual running shorts from Run Disney. We are done with that race. What should we do? What should we do?
Celebrate?
We should celebrate with bourbon. Bourbon and some deliciously paired snacks and entrees, as well as desserts, here at Disney Springs at Discover Bourbon. I really hope you liked that episode. We love Disney Springs. The Bourbon Experience, the restaurants, their offerings for food and beverage pairings, they were phenomenal, mouth-watering, awesome. And just in general, Disney Springs, it's an awesome place to go, hang out, eat, drink, and that's what I love about a virtual race. You can take a virtual race anywhere, and we thought the first race, the first 5K in the race series, why not celebrate that special event up there? You know, we love to eat and drink. Themed eating and drinking. Yes. So we thought we would take some time to show you what that medal that we earned during this episode looks like. And it's really great. It comes in this whole kit that Run Disney sends to you. And I've already unboxed mine, but maybe my husband will do an unboxing on the air later. Yes. I don't know if I've really talked to him about it, but he seems willing.
Apparently I am.
Yes. And it's so cute. They have little extras in the box, but look at this medal. This is Mrs. Incredible. This is Elastigirl. Oh, I love a good female hero. And look at, she looks awesome on the medal. And the medal just looks like, it's got that antique kind of bronzy kind of look. So even
and she's
though
3D, right?
Yeah, she's like coming off of the medal. See that? Almost gonna get ya, right? It's awesome, and they're hefty, man. Disney does it right when they give you the bling, and that's part of the reason that they were the ones that first roped us in. We did the Walt Disney World Half Marathon, and that just sold us. And now their virtual races are so awesome, and the medals are so great.
Come on, Disney, get with a virtual Marvel race.
Yes, virtual Infinity Gauntlet Challenge, Run Disney. Do it. In the meantime, we will bring you some quick bites later on this week and next week to show you more of the Bourbon Experience that went on in the months of May and June at Disney Springs. And I do believe some of that food is still there, so you can get your hands on it. So stay tuned for those. But for now, it's Amy from the Run, Eat, Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. Hit us up on Twitter at Run, Eat, Drink Pod, Facebook or Instagram at Run, Eat, Drink Podcast. Let us know if you've experienced some of the awesome places at Disney Springs. And we can't wait to see you back on the next episode. So cheers, congrats for now, and stay tuned.